Hi everyone and welcome back to Speedy Japanese Hiragana Lesson number 4. Today we're going to be studying another couple of lines in the Hiragana alphabet, and we'll be focusing on how to pronounce those and how to draw them. So we'll go through those sounds and how they can be drawn. And if you have any questions or comments or feedback, feel free to leave a comment down below. Right, so today we'll be covering the H lines and the M lines, and so the sounds are as follows: ha, he, hu. So you see it sounds similar to hu and fu, sort of put together. For example, Mount Fuji uses this sound. So then we have he and ho, and the M line ma, mi, mu, me, and mo. So if we start with the character for ha, it's quite straightforward. It's a 3-stroke hiragana. So we go 1 down, 2 across, and 3 with a little loop on the end. 1, 2, 3. Draw it with me. 1, 2, 3. Now an easy sort of memory hook for this one is it looks almost sort of like a keg or a barrel with a bit of a hole in the bottom. So I find that pretty funny. So ha ha ha, there's a hole in the keg. Ha. He is really easy. It looks like a giant sort of man smiling or laughing, if you imagine his bottom lip. So it's one big stroke, and we have he. So I imagine that's a mouth laughing. He 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 he. The third sound for today, hu or fu, is a bit more tricky. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sometimes you'll see it drawn really quickly and it'll look almost like a back to front 3 in the middle, but it is a 4-stroke hiragana. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And the way I remember this, it looks almost like a mountain with some snow on it. So Mount Fuji, fu. Mount Fuji, fu. Say it with me. Fu, 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 fu. Alright. Fourth we have he. He is also very simple. Single stroke, like this. It looks almost like an arrow pointing to heaven. So he for heaven. He, 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 he. Alright, last but not least we have ho. Ho is very similar to ha. And the way I remember ho is, I think about it, this being a person with a hat on. It's very hot outside, so I need a hat. Ho, needing a hat. Alright, so we draw it 1 stroke down, 2 across, 3 across, and then 4. Being careful not to go through the top there, as that'll start to make it look a little bit more like ha. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that was a bit ugly, that one. Sorry guys. It's a lot easier with a pen and paper than it is to sort of draw these with a mouse. But we have ho. Alright, in the M line, if we start with ma, we go 1 across, 2 across, and then down and through. 1 across, 2 across, down and through. 1 across, 2 across, down and through. Across, 2 across, down and through. In Australia we have telephone lines that look a bit like this, so I think about it as talking to ma on the telephone. So ma. Next we have the me line. Now I have no easy way for remembering me, but it is a fairly unique looking hiragana, and we draw it with a single large stroke and then another stroke crossing through it. So we go across, down, around, and cross it. 1, 2, 3, well, sorry, 2 strokes, but in steps. 1, down, around, 2. Third up we have mu. Now mu is one of my favourite hiragana because it looks exactly like a cow. So if we go across like this, down, draw the cow's head, body, up, and a tail, we have mu. So mu for moo cow. Across, down, around, up, bam. Across, down, around, up. That's a little bit tighter. Try not to get too large when you're drawing this character. For mu. Alright, third up we have me, and me looks looks a lot like the nu that we learned in last lesson, except without the little circle on the end. So we go one stroke down, around, and stop there. No loop on the end. That's what makes me and nu different. So down and around, down and around, down and around. For me. Lastly, we have mo. Mo is quite simple. 3-stroke hiragana. 1, 2, 3. The way I remember mo is it looks almost like a fishing hook, and fishing is very popular in Japan, with 2 pieces of bait on it. So I put more bait on because I want to catch more fish. Mo. So say it with me. Mo. Alright guys, I'll run through these sounds once more. It's important that you say these, not just write them. It's the difference between being able to write a language and speak a language. It's quite a significant difference. It only comes from practicing. So let's run through them one more time. Ha ha ha. He he he. Hu hu hu. He he he. Ho ho ho. Ma ma ma. Me me me. Mu mu mu. Me me me. Mo mo mo. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I hope it was helpful. If it was, go ahead and subscribe to Speedy Japanese at the button down below. That's the #1 thing you can do to help us out, is to subscribe. You can also go ahead and share it on Facebook or Twitter with your friends, anyone that wants to learn Japanese. Thanks, guys. Hope you have a great afternoon.